I'm Carla Oglesby. I'm one of the attorneys with Lavin Law Group. I had a client in the office recently who really felt the need to have a trust. And so as we sat and discussed his situation, I really tried to convince him that not everybody needs a trust. His situation was quite simple. He had 2 adult children to whom he wanted to leave most of his assets, and he really didn't have that much. He did not own real estate. He had a couple of bank accounts, a retirement account, and an investment account, and a car. And so the more we discussed what his objectives were, I came to the conclusion that he really didn't need a trust. Sometimes it's really just much more tool than your family needs. But what you want to consider in whether you need a trust or don't need a trust is really the objective that you're trying to accomplish. So it's really more a function of what it is you're trying to accomplish than whether you have a lot of assets or a few assets. So if you have a really delicate family situation, or there's a blended family where there's different groups of children in a marriage and perhaps they don't all get along, that may be a reason to have a trust, because the objective of making sure that funds are divided evenly and equitably is going to require some detailed language that you might not be able to include in other types of documents like a will. Another objective that you might be trying to accomplish is to provide nursing home protection for your assets and for your family. So that may be a good reason to have a trust, and there are trusts that are designed specifically to do that. I also have families who have adult disabled children, and the parents want to know that even after they're gone, that adult disabled child is still going to have a good quality of life. Again, that's a very specific objective that may necessitate the use of a trust. But you need to sit with a professional who can talk to you and determine what your objectives and what your family's objectives are, and then determine whether a trust is really a tool that you need to look into in more detail. It may not be, even if you think initially that it was the right thing for you to do. And if it's not the right tool for you, quite often you're going to save yourself some money.